Hello everyone. The video I'm about to share with you is probably the most personal that I ever made, that I ever had the courage to even do in the first place. This video is not to teach you anything, it's not to talk about unplug, even though, as you know, this is my passion, vision, butter and bread. It's been like that for many years. Now, in fact, I'm about to reveal to you something that I've never felt comfortable to even admit to my own self. So it's really a confession. And boy, especially these days, the fact that we're all locked into our digital habitat, it kind of it obligate me to share it with you so that I can get it out of my chest. So as I said, it's very personal. I'm taking this chance. I'm going bold because I need to move on in my life, and I feel like this is for me now a burden. Now, what am I talking about, right? By now you are probably very curious. If you know me, for the last few years, I've been traveling a lot. I've been going places. I've been meeting lots of folks. Again, the idea about this video is not to prove anything, is not trying to argue on something, but it's to reveal myself completely, fully, authentically. You probably know about my addiction from the web. You probably know where it started and what I did to recover from it. And I've been putting lots of effort to really share this journey and the impact it had in my life. But what I never talked about is another addiction that took place because of that. An addiction that I was not aware until the beginning of the lockdown. An addiction that was not clear to me because it was the full picture. I had to take a step back from it. I had to really take some time off and put in practice what I preach with DigiPause, which means to put aside all of this tech time and go out and play. Of course, at the beginning of the lockdown, it was easy to do because it was the only thing that was possible to do. Lucky me, I was already in Portugal. My flight got canceled back home, and I was living right next to a beach in a very remote area. So I had a chance to go every single day out for a hike along the coast or ride my bicycle, do anything that keeps me satisfied emotionally, physically, spiritually. In short, I was able to avoid what most people had to go through, had to endure, which is to live confined in your space. For a time that was at first unknown and uncertain. It is during that time, going out, putting in practice what I was trying to teach, that I finally realized that yet I was recovered from internet addiction, and during the same process, got into another one. And the other addiction is digital detox. You see, too much is like not enough. I was out of balance. I was not able to understand the impact of this addiction in my life because I was so passionate, so ready to just go on for another challenge, traveling around, meeting people, writing about it, creating programs. My life was all about digital detox. But what I forgot is life is not just about that. It's great to have a mission. It's great to have some ambition. But if there's no balance, something is missing. And now I can say it. It's been over 6 months now that we are in this lockdown mode. And that's why I say, and perhaps it's an invitation to you at the same time, that it's better to remove our social mask and just be real, be authentic to others. I mean, I've been waiting for so long to share this message, and I was like, what am I gaining from doing that? You know, because I've locked myself into a world of restrictions. By being so addicted to digital detox, I was not able to really appreciate other parts of my life. I couldn't be with friends or even with a partner and be just free to talk about something else. It was just about digital detox. And that's sick. You may ask what I'm doing now to solve this issue. Well, the first thing that I did was to take a step back from it, recognize it, write about it. Now I'm sharing about it. And last, I'm working my way to reestablish a sense of balance in my own existence. Traveling as I do doesn't allow me to be with the same people, doesn't allow me to belong to a circle of friends. And this reality is the one that hurt most digital nomads right now. Yes, there's a freedom because you can travel as much as you want to. You are your own boss. You work when you feel like it. You do whatever you like. It's great. But the freedom can become a prison if you don't take time to set some priorities. This lockdown obligate us, all of us, not just me, but all of us, to really, really review our priorities. Personally, I hope that this choice of mine to remove myself from this addiction will cause me to experience new results in my life. Being with people, having a chance to chill out, talking about other things, living other things, bringing myself to another level. So it's not just limited to who can I fix, what can I do to save the world, because yes, don't get me wrong, I have that in me. I'm a bit of a fixer and a savior. And nowadays, I feel my hands are full. When I see the situation around the world, I'm like, what's going on? What is it going to take to wake people up? And then again, I look back and I realize that the one who's asleep, it's me. As long as I bring my gift to the world, the rest is not my business. What, am I going to change something overall? No. My intention from this video is to start putting out there more content that is not so much based on some coaching skills, but more based on personal issues, things that we often take for granted, and allow you to understand that you're okay just the way you are. Because at a therapeutic level, what I'm sharing with you will serve that. Just to recognize me and say, you know what, you're okay just the way you are. That you don't need to save anyone. Of course, if I can help others, I'll be more than delighted to do it. But I will not lose myself in the same process. Because that's what I've done over the last few years. I've been putting myself out there, and everyone chew a bit of Eric from what I had to share with them. Programs, methods, any initiatives that I created, mostly for free, because people were not yet ready for what I had to offer. And I was so in need for some recognition, right? Now, one thing I want to touch in this video, before I forgot, one of the reasons why you never heard about me, or every time I was a bit of a leader behind the curtain, which is the complete opposite of what I was just before when I left in 2008 to find a solution to my tech addiction. Because before 2008, I was working in the entertainment world. The circus was first, then I became a public MC, presenter, and I was on my way to really work with, with folks that are in the show business, and that was my intention, just to gain some recognition, I guess, and try to make a living out of it. And then social media. Before 2008, smartphone was not out, and social media was pretty new. When I've discovered the social media, I saw a terrible way to engage with others, which was, by definition, the pinnacle of self-narcissism. Now, this is just me. It's my own judgment. I own it. But I was very uncomfortable in that environment. The choice that I made to withdraw myself was a way to say, you're wrong and I'm right. True. And years went by and I saw how people were addicted to this new idea of selfie, this new idea that you gotta feed your social media every day with something that need to be said, even though it's not very interesting, who care about it, but I have to say it because I need to generate some likes. Wow. On my side, I went the other extreme. All events that I've done, you probably never heard of. Every presentations that I've done, every places that I visited in the past. Of course, I would sometimes exchange some ideas, but never did I give myself the permission to go out there and shine. Use social media to generate some attention. Use social media to expand the value of my business out in the world. I never did. So my digital detox was to act like a purist. This way I was confident that I was doing the right thing when the world was so not on the right track, and I was on my way to fix everyone. Can you imagine? But it's true. It's exactly what happened in my head. This is exactly how I was thinking. Now that I say that, and now that I share with you openly, my intention is to relearn how I can engage with social media in a less critical and more functional way. It's difficult. I found it to be very challenging. I found that I'm easily distracted. I start to look at something and then all of a sudden I shift to another place without even knowing it. And of course nowadays there's lots of information that exists. The movie Social Dilemma is a good example, available on Netflix if you ever had a chance to watch it yet. So I hope this message, this confession will trigger some of you who might be in the same position. I'd like to hear back from you, to be honest. I look at this lockdown, I look at the amount of people that I cross on the street every day, and I realize that we're so stuck in a little bubble. What I was considered to be a syndrome related to dysfunction, related to social isolation, has become the new normal. That is social distancing. So in the next few videos, I'll touch on that. What can we do in a constructive way to help each others? And how can we, build bridges between each others? We have to keep the human, as this technology evolves so much these days, we gotta keep the human face in this big picture. And nature is a great way to heal. It's a great way to bring us back to what we forgot along the way. It is to slow down. It is to reconnect with our senses. It is to reconnect with each other's. Anyway, I'm not going to give you a lecture. As I said, it's not the point from this video, but at least to share openly about this journey from another addiction that was unknown to me, unknown to you, and I hope that by now it's gone. That I can be free to be just me and not in this constant need to fix anyone, because of course you can unplug. All right, so hope to hear from you, and I'll keep you posted when I have more videos ready to go. Thank you.